guys, it's your girl HeyParis here. And as you know, I'm being sued by my ex Sephora manager. So today I woke up a little bit on the petty side and I felt like telling y'all the top 10 shadiest Sephora moments I had in my Sephora location. Now before I start, let me just say, because you know bitches wanna sue me and shit for telling the truth or whatever, so let me just say that everything that I say today is the truth, happened to me personally at my specific Sephora location, and I'm only talking about my specific Sephora location, and anybody who was there with me can witness and attest to what had happened in all of 10 stories that I'm about to tell y'all today, okay? So you want to bring me to court? We can go to court, okay? Anywho, by the way, I am going to call the law firm sometime today or tomorrow. I will record the whole conversation, and me and you, whoever's watching this, we're gonna figure out if this is real or not. We're gonna figure out if I'm actually being sued, because you know it's been way past 24 hours, way past 48 hours, and I ain't got no call, I ain't got no subpoena, I ain't got no email since the last email that I got. And if you are confused, it's somewhere on my channel called I'm Getting Sued by my Sephora manager. She emailed me, or they emailed me, or the lawyer emailed me, something like that. It's on my channel, check it out if you're confused. That's what it is. Okay, anyways, so if you're new to my channel or you don't know who I am, my name is HeyParis and I used to work at Sephora. So I always start all my stories about Sephora off like this. Sephora was my absolute favorite retail job ever. I just didn't like the people I worked with. Like, they was not my type. Like, they wasn't. Because bad bitches is the only thing that I like. Ay. So any other Sephora employees that I had worked with who feel some type of way about me telling these stories and sharing my experience with the world, you could go ahead and hit up your lawyer, hit up your attorney, hit up whoever you need to hit up, because I already done my research. Like I said, my grown ass, ugly ass cousins, they all lawyers, and they got my back. And hello, I know that what I'm doing is not illegal, so I will continue to do it. Okay, let's start. The first shadiest moment while I was working at Sephora was this. So this actually has to do with my Sephora manager who's trying to sue me. So basically, if you've worked at Sephora, you know what the back room looks like. But for those of you who have never worked at Sephora and you don't know what I'm talking about, I gotta explain this to you really quickly so that you understand the setting of the back room of Sephora. So when you walk in, there's gonna be a bunch of like, almost like bookshelves, like in order, alphabetical order, starting from A to Z, which have a bunch of products in between them. And in order to get the products, you have to literally walk into where the bookshelf is and like bend down and get the product or look for the product, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like the shelves are blocking you from the other side of the back room, which is where people eat their lunch, where the washroom is, where the manager's room is, okay? So once you walk into those shelves, you kind of like disappear for a while, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, here's a little secret. Back in the day, I used to just bend down over there and take little naps, and nobody even knew, you know, because I used to wake up real early, like 7 o'clock in the morning, when I had to get early shifts or whatever, and I would just bend down there and take a little nap until I heard someone coming, then I'd get up real quick and act like I was doing something. But back to the story. So that's how the back room is set up. Basically, one day, it was me, another young lady who still works at Sephora, so I'm not going to say her name. We will call her Annabelle. Me and Annabelle, we were talking on the floor, which is like where the customers are, the cash and all that, like the actual Sephora store. We were talking or whatever, and then we were going to go on our break. But as we were going on our break, a lady asked me to look for something. I don't remember what it was. Just let's pretend like it was a Becca highlighter. I don't remember what it was. So anyways, she said there was none on the floor. Can I please check the back room? I'm one of those good Sephora employees who actually does my job, so I didn't just go in the back room and I was like, yeah, let me just pretend and go back out and say no. Because guess what? A bitch knows what it's like when you go to Sephora and you want something and it's not there and you're like, I came all the way here and they don't have the product I'm looking for. Like, can y'all please just look for it? Like, I just need one. I know what it feels like. So I'm not gonna have nobody waiting out there and I don't even look when it takes you 2 seconds to look for a product, okay? Other bitches, they'll have you waiting there and they won't look for shit, okay? I'm just saying. I already told y'all this in another video, but I went and I started looking for the Becca highlighter. Again, I don't remember what it was. Annabelle was with me, but she was gonna go on her break. Well, we were both gonna go on our break, but I was like, can you help me real quick to look for the Becca highlighter? Because, you know, we're trying to go on our break real quick, but if both of us look for it, we'll get to it faster and we can skedaddle, right? So me and her both looking for it or whatever, so we're bent down at the bottom and we're looking for it, whatever. And our manager, the same one who's trying to sue me at this moment, I can't even call her the manager no more because you ain't got no job. You are unemployed, miss. But the manager walks in, okay? And I guess she doesn't see us because I was bent down. I don't remember what Annabelle was standing up, bending down, whatever. But I remember I was bending down. I guess she didn't see us because she came through the door. I seen her come through the door and she looked right past me. And like she didn't look at me at all. And then she went and sat down where we eat our lunch. So that is behind the bookshelves that have all of the makeup and stuff. So I guess it's her break too or whatever. And didn't nobody ever want to go on their break when she was on her break because she just talk. She just talk and it's just like, can you stop? Like, we hear you, but we don't hear you. We hear you, but we not listening. Just stop it. You know what I'm saying? So she was actually on the phone with somebody, and like I said, I guess she didn't see us because we could hear her whole conversation with whoever she was on the phone with, and she was making racial remarks towards an Asian lady. Like, you guys, please understand that I am just quoting what she said. I'm quoting what she said, and I do not agree with anything that she said in this conversation that she had on the phone, okay? So, and by the way, Annabelle is Asian her damn self. So she was highly offended when we heard this. So let me tell you. So I'm looking through the stuff, whatever. I see her walk by, opening up, looking it through. She on the phone. She's like, this effing bitch. I can't believe this lady came. Let me just continue. Sometimes I get into my feelings and I want to just talk without even explaining what's happening. But anyways, this Asian lady, she had the nerve to come to the desk and ask to return all these things, almost $1,000 worth of items. Like, aren't these Ching Chong bitches rich? I said the Ching Chong what? The who? Excuse you. What? Literally, me and Annabelle stopped in our tracks because, first of all, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was scared because I was like, I do not want nobody to think that I was eavesdropping on them, and I don't want to feel like I'm about to get fired because we heard your racist remarks. You know what I'm saying? So me and Annabelle stopped and we looked at each other. I looked up at her and she looked down at me, and I was like, we stopped moving. Literally silence. We stopped. Like, we didn't want to move. We didn't want her to know that we were there because no one else was in the back room except for me, Annabelle, and the manager by herself. I don't know if anyone was in the manager room or what, but she was comfortable enough to say Ching Chong bitches, right? So obviously, to her knowledge, nobody else was in the back room. Usually there's someone in the back, I forgot what they're called. They do like the returns and stuff like that. Usually there's someone in the back, but they can't really hear you. She wasn't loud. She was kind of like, aren't these Ching Chong bitches rich? Like, that kind of tone, you want to say, not too loud. But regardless, I was like, oh, so those are your true colors. Okay, but aren't you the same one who like encourages us to speak to Asian people more than any other race because they're rich, as you claim? But now you're mad at one Asian lady for returning her shit. Listen, let me tell you something. The other, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, I went to Fairview Mall Sephora and I returned it. What? That is not a word, bitch. And I returned probably $2,000 worth of shit. And what? Nobody gave me no hard times. The girl was nice. I mean, I was probably annoying. After I left, she was probably like, this bitch really don't return $2,000 worth of shit. Well, guess what? You're allowed to do that. That is the policy. If you're allowed to do that and it says that in the back of the receipt, then we can do that. And you have no reason to complain, okay? So, zip it. Anyways, we were silent, we weren't moving, and then she went to the washroom, and when she went to the washroom, we went back out. We just ran out. Honestly, I didn't find whatever it was I was looking for, so I just went back to the customer, said I apologize, I couldn't find it, whatever. And me and Annabelle were just standing there like, did you really hear what she just said? Did she really just say that? Like, what? This is the person who okay, we're just like, okay, we know who you are now. And this was before I realized that I didn't like her. This was like in the beginning of me working there. Like when I thought she was nice, when she put on that little fake, hey guys, voice. Like that was back then. But then I saw her talking all this racist shit and I was like, noted, I don't like you, manager or not. I don't like you. I don't like nobody who has anything against someone else simply because of their race, their gender, their sexuality. I don't fuck with that. Not me, not this one. I'm not, nope, I don't tolerate it. I don't. Needless to say, I didn't bring it up to the manager. Annabelle never brought it up to the manager, but we did tell other people in the, like the other workers, we told them about it. Some people believed us, some people didn't, but me and her were there. We know what she said. That's all that matters. We see your true colors. We see your true colors shining through, bitch. We see your true colors. And that's why I hate your ass. So you better be afraid when I pop up on that bitch ass in the mall. I'm so annoying. I can't. That was a long first story, so I'm gonna try and shorten these because I ain't trying to make this a 30-minute video. I apologize. I like to ramble a little bit. But the second story is basically this is with a different manager. It's actually a manager that I like, so I don't even really want to tell the story. But I'm not saying nobody's name. She's actually real cool. She still works at the location. She's mad. She's just cool. Like, I like her. I have no problems with her at all. But I remember this time with this bitch, okay? A customer came up to the cashier that was beside me. I was cash at the time, so this is the beginning of me working at Sephora as well. A customer came to the person at that cash and I overheard them. She was basically asking like, this was before the return policy changed at Sephora, so you're able to return absolutely anything without a receipt. That's what the policy used to be. And they changed it. They you know, they did a good job of changing that because my ass would have brought everything back if I got broke. What you talking about? Everything back. So anyways, a customer asked basically what the policy was, if she could return blah 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 blah, and the girl beside me was new too. We were both new. This was like the new group of people who just got hired. So I guess she was confused and she wasn't sure. So she called for the DIC, and the DIC is the manager that I like at the time. And when she went up there, she said, "Hi, what's the problem?" to the customer. The customer didn't say hi back. So I almost said her name. So the manager got upset about it, and she brought the new girl to the, well, I was new too, so I can't call her a new girl, but she brought the cashier to the side and said, just so you, I can hear her, okay? The customer can't hear her because we at the back of the cash. But she said, okay, so if anyone else asks about this return policy, they are allowed to return anything, but this lady didn't say hello to me when I said hello to her, so just tell her no, I don't like her. And then she walked away and left. I said, say word. Say word. I didn't realize you could treat anybody any way you like just because they didn't say hello. Well, that's news to me. All right. Noted. The third shadiest moment is brought to you by the bitch at Sephora that I honestly hated more than my manager. I spoke about her before. I don't remember what video, but I've told you guys the story before. But I had to put this story in the top 10 shadiest moments because, bitch, who is you? And if y'all ever saw what this bitch looked like, you would be like, who are you to talk about anyone? Like, she is like the bottom of the bottom. Like, this bitch ain't shit. Like, I don't know why. It's always you. Y'all realize that it's always the bitches who look the way that this bitch looks that has the most to say. Like, the pretty bitches don't talk. Pretty bitches ain't got shit to say. It's always these, you know, I'm supposed to be a better person. So that's what I'm trying to do. I ain't gonna go in on her ass, but just know she ain't cute. She ain't cute, okay? Anywho, like I said, I told this story before. This bitch, we gonna call her Lisa, okay? Lisa had a black client, and the black client requested to have another black employee do her makeup. So Lisa was upset about that, and she was like, here you go, Paris. She wants a black girl to do her makeup. Which I understand, like, asking for a black makeup artist, it doesn't really do you any good from Sephora's point of view, because it's like we're all qualified to do makeup exactly the same way. But so I understand Sephora's side of it, that like anyone should be able to do your makeup, but I also understand the black girl side of it, where it's like another black girl doing your makeup is, you feel a little bit more comfortable because they understand the struggles that you may have, that they have with hyperpigmentation, with matching the foundation, with picking the right concealer, because sometimes people are just used to doing certain skin colors of makeup and they will mess your face up. That's just how it goes sometimes. Let's just be real for a second. Like, being real doesn't have to be being rude. It's just the honest truth. So anyways, this was my first time being in makeup. I just moved from fragrance and they put me into makeup, and this is my first time doing anyone's makeup, basically. One of the first times doing anyone's makeup. And I went back to Lisa and I was like, hey Lisa, she wants a contour and I'm not sure which color I should get for her. Can you recommend me like a contour from any of these brands that will match with her skin tone? You want to hear what Lisa said? Lisa's stupid, dumb ass said, okay? She said something along the lines of, with her skin tone, you'll probably need a Sharpie. Excuse you? Listen, bitch. If we wasn't in Sephora, I'd have to beat her ass for real. I really have to beat her ass. And I regret that I didn't tell no manager that, because that's straight up racism. And hello, Lisa, I am black. I'm a nigga. Like, what is you talking about? Like, you're telling me, whew, let me just cool off. Let me just cool off real quick, because this got me heated. Just thinking about it all over again. Like, you really ignorant. Like, who is your mother? Who is your father? Like, how did they raise you? Like, they should be ashamed that you came out they pussy. That's not cute. But anyways, like, hi Lisa, did you realize I'm black? Like, did you think I was gonna laugh with you, giggle with you? Like, hello, the girl you're talking about is black. I'm black. I don't find it funny. I don't find it humorous. I don't see the joke in it. Are you okay? Anywho, that's number 3. Number 4, I don't remember if I told this story or not, but I'm gonna tell it again just because it has to be. These are one of the things that just has to be in top 10 shadiest moments in Sephora. Okay, so basically this was like in the same week that I just started being in makeup again with the same bitch Lisa. An Asian lady came up to me and she asked me to do a mini makeover with a winged liner. So listen, bitch, my ass can't do a wing liner. My damn, look at that. I can't do a wing line of my damn self. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to do that shit. Ain't nobody train me how to do that shit. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, right? So, I went up to Lisa because Lisa was the only one who... Listen, Lisa ain't a cute bitch. She ain't cute or whatever. She could do makeup, right? It's alright. You know what I'm saying? And out of all the people who were on the floor, she was the one who wasn't busy. So I was like, okay, let me ask Lisa. So I go to Lisa, I'm like, hey Lisa, there's a client here who wants wing liner. I'm not really good at wing liner. So are you able to do that for me? Can you do the wing liner for me? Because you ain't doing shit, bitch. Can you do the wing liner? Do it. Like, let's go. Skedat. You know what I'm saying? Lisa peeked over to the client and was like, the Asian lady? And I'm like, yes. The young lady over there. Lisa said, I'm not doing her wing liner. Those people with the squinty eyes is the hardest to do. Tell her to figure it out by herself. I'm not doing it. I was like, bitch, like, do you have friends? Like, how could anybody like you? I don't understand how anyone in this world could ever like someone like you. Like, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a husband? Do you have friends? Do you have family? Do you have a dog? Do you have a dog that likes you, that barks when you come home? Like, anything? Like, how are you a human being on this earth? Like, how are you not, like, anyways, whew. Number 5. Surprise, surprise. It's the same Lisa bitch that's popping up again and again and again and again. I don't know if she still works at the Sephora location that I used to work at, but ever since I've gone there, I haven't seen her, so probably not. But wherever you are, Lisa, I hope you just fall off the face of the earth. I don't like her. I really just, she's like one of the only people in this world that, like, if I see you and you say hi, I'll be like, bye. Bye. Like, no. I don't like her. I really don't. So, back in the day, believe it or not, a bitch like Paris loved to do her makeup. Nowadays, I come on YouTube with no makeup on because it's like, I ain't got no time. I just don't got the time or the effort or the patience or nothing there, Jesus. So I don't really do makeup like that anymore. But back in the day when I used to work at Sephora, say I had to work at like 1 o'clock, I'd wake up from like 9 a.m. to do my makeup to make sure it's perfect, beautiful, blended. Nowadays, a bitch don't got time. It just don't, right? So anywho, one day it was like, working at Sephora, sometimes you have days where you're supposed to do a specific makeup look, like very colorful, red, Halloween, like you just have theme days, okay? So one day we had a theme day. I don't remember what the theme was, but I did like a unicorn look, like a bunch of colors, and let me tell you, it looked bomb AF because customers was complimenting me, my managers was complimenting me, other people were complimenting me, and then Lisa comes in for her shift, and she walks by me and she's like, you look like a peacock. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bitch, you look like a fridge, so what's worse? Like, rather be a peacock or a fridge? You look like a microwave, ho. You look like a, listen, you look like a deep freeze. Like, you look like an ice cream truck. Like, get out. Get out. So, listen, like I've always told you guys, I'm a very shy girl. I'm shy. I don't talk up. And back in the day, I didn't defend myself. I was very like, you know, chill or whatever. But that was back then. It's 2018 now, ho. Okay? This bitch is different. Oh, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. So anyways, I didn't say anything, but it bothered me. And one of my girls at Sephora could tell that it bothered me. And she's the type of bitch that is like, we all don't like you, Lisa. So here's my chance to let you know that. So my girl went up to Lisa and was like, what did you just say to Paris? And she was like, oh, I was just joking. I said she looked like a peacock. It looks good though. It looks good. And then my girl was like, a peacock? Do you know what you look like right now? Actually, never mind. You can figure it out later on. And walked away. And Lisa looked sad as hell, bitch. What do you think I felt like when you said that? To y'all, a peacock might be a compliment. To me, it's not. Like, you trying to say that I look like a clown, basically. Like, I do not respect or appreciate that compliment or that gesture or that comments. I'm not here for it. I'm not present. No, I'm absent for that. I am. So, anywho, number 6 is a number 6. Okay, so this one has to do with a lot of Sephora employees. So basically, I'm gonna get straight into it, okay? We're having lunch, about 4 or 5 of us or whatever, and one of the girls at Sephora, honestly, she wasn't my cup of tea, but I'ma still look out for y'all. I ain't trying to make bitches die out here, you know what I'm saying? But y'all understand what I'm saying when I say this. So anyways, she came in, she put her coffee down on the table, and she went into the washroom. While she went to the washroom, mind you, there's no lid on her coffee. It's like literally a coffee cup, like she just got coffee and it's in a mug, okay? So she puts it on the table, we're all eating or whatever. I see a fly literally die inside of her coffee, and I'm telling the girls, I'm like, look inside of the coffee, there's a fly just died in her coffee, like it's dead. The nigga dead in her coffee, like damn. You know what I'm saying? The girls who I was talking to, they're like, oh shit, like laughing and shit. And I'm like, it's not funny though, like I don't get it. One of the other girls takes out her phone and goes like this, I'm gonna record her reaction. I'm gonna record it when she drinks it. I was like, I'm not gonna allow that. Hello, if that was me, I would not want to be eating no damn fly. Do you know what flies fly on? Flies fly on shit. I'm not here for it. Regardless of if I like you or not, I'm not going to allow you to drink no damn fly. So my ass got up and I started pouring out her coffee. As I'm pouring out her coffee, she's coming out of the washroom and she's like, Paris, what are you doing? And I'm like, a fly just flew into your coffee and I didn't want you to drink it. And she was like, okay, thank you so much, whatever. And the girls were like, oh yeah, we're going to throw it out too. I said, no, bitch, y'all not going to take credit for my nice ability. Whatever that means. So I said, and just so you know, they were going to record you drinking it. Yeah, I'm that bitch. Yeah, I'm that snitch bitch. Don't act fake around. I don't like nobody fake. You fake talk about, oh, we're going to throw it out, but your ass was ready to record her drinking it? No, you already, listen, she already recorded the fly like this, and then she had it like this, waiting for her to come to drink the damn coffee with the fly in it. Is you serious? Like, you're not a nice person, and you're not going to take credit for something you were not going to do. So I'm a snitch on your ass. They was going to record you. Your friends who you like so much as Sephora was about to record you eating the fly. So what's up? You don't like me and I don't like you and I just saved your ass. So you could have got Nelson Mandela. You could have got it. So Hello, I saved you, you're welcome. Number 7. So the same manager who's trying to sue me, and listen, I'm trying to put as many stories as I can into this that have to do with her, because I want her to know, because I know she's watching, that I ain't scared. A bitch ain't scared. You trying to sue me over some shit about shit that you did to me in your facility of work, your ex facility of work that you no longer work at, and you mad because that's how you act and that's your personality? Well, listen, I'm gonna tell them more stories then, because I know it gets under your skin. It gets right up under there like a tattoo. So guess what? Number 7 is about her again. So basically, this heartless bitch, listen to this story, okay? Me and a couple other employees were eating lunch. It was our lunch break, yeah. So it was maybe like 5 or 6 of us sitting around the table. Some people sitting other places, whatever. We all eating our food or whatever. Stank breath, the lady who's trying to sue me, she comes through and she's like, did you guys see that ugly baby out there? Oh my gosh. So in my head, I'm like, ugly baby? Ugly and baby don't go together. Ain't no such thing as an ugly baby. All babies are blessings from God, from Jesus. Like, what are you talking about? Ugly baby. A baby can have no nose, no ears, and it's still cute as hell to me, okay? So right there and then I was like, inappropriate. You don't say that, especially about a client's child. Like, can we be professional in this work environment that we are all working in? That's just a request that I would like to put out there. But anyways, when she said that, a couple people, ew, I just spit so much. I hope y'all didn't catch that. Anyways, a couple of the people who were sitting around eating, they were giggling and laughing. I was like, that's not funny. Like, I don't care what the baby looked like. You don't call nobody's child ugly. Like, what? Are you okay? Have you seen yourself? Like, do I need to put a mirror in your face, ma'am? Like, hello. When I first got the job at Sephora, I was wondering how she even got the job, because, bitch, you don't even wear makeup. Like, and when you do, it's a mess. So, I'm just saying. But regardless, people were giggling, laughing, whatever, and then one girl's like, I'm gonna go out there and see. I want to see what the baby looks like. I want to see what the baby looks like. So, like, 4 other people fall behind her, and me just being me, I'm just like, I'm gonna just follow behind them, because I want to see it too. I'm not saying the baby ugly. I'm not saying that I wanted to go see how ugly the baby is. Like I said, I don't think any baby's ugly, but everyone was going, and I was like, I might as well go too. So as we're walking, the manager was like, don't make it obvious. She's at the cash register. It's a lady wearing a red dress, da, 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 da. Just walk around. Don't make it obvious. Don't make it obvious. We all like split ways to make it not obvious or whatever. And I see exactly what she's talking about. I see the baby that she's talking about. And it's so obvious. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I don't even have a college degree in anything, bitch, okay? But I'm looking at this child, and I can clearly see that there's something mentally and physically wrong with this child. Like, it has a disease, or it has some kind of sickness which makes its face look disoriented. Like, it's so obvious that this child is sick, and this child is not, like, something is wrong with the child. It's so obvious. And when I looked and I peeped, I was like, no, that's not cool. That's not fucking cool. Like, that's someone's baby. That's someone's child. And obviously something is wrong with the child. When she first said it, I was thinking maybe it's just a baby who looks different and she considers different ugly. But the fact that this is a child that's sick, like, you're sick, you're disgusting, I was like, I don't want any parts. This is not funny. I'm not smiling. And guess what? Everyone else who went out to look at the child, they weren't laughing either. They weren't smiling. They weren't laughing. We all came back, and she was like, did you see the baby? Did you see how ugly the baby was? And no one said anything. I was so surprised, because usually they kiss her ass. Their upper ass brown nosing her, trying to make her like them and stuff. Nobody laughed, nobody giggled, nobody replied to her when she said that. I just started eating my Taco Bell. I was just eating my fried supreme. I'm like, y'all going to hell. Every single one of y'all is going to hell. Anyone who thinks this is funny is going to hell. But no one else is laughing except for the manager. And I was like, you're sick. I don't even know. Anyways. That should have been the last story, because, you know, but like I said, all the stories I tell, if you wanna bring this to court too, mistake breath, I could bring the people who were with me to look at the child to court, and they could testify for me, because they was all there, and I keep in contact with most of them. So You could put that in your little fake email too. You f***ing heartless bitch. Anywho, number 8 shadiest moment working at Sephora. Okay. So this was near closing time. This was another manager that didn't really tickle my fancy, but at the same time I don't have a problem with her. I have a problem with stank breath more than anyone else in Sephora, but this is another manager that was just a little bit too like pushy. I don't know about it. Like I wouldn't say hi to her if I saw her type of manager. But anyways, it was the end of the day during a Sephora work day. So Sephora closes at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. So it was like, I want to say 8:54, something like that, like minutes away from closing. And a lady had just walked in. So this lady came in and she was wearing a wife beater. She was wearing pajama pants. She was wearing like flip-flops. She just looked comfortable. She looked comfortable. And listen, a bitch like me like to be comfortable too. I be going up into Walmart with the ugliest looking bummy as hell, and guess what? I'm still gonna buy shit. People can walk up into the Gucci store wearing the same thing, a wife beater and shorts and socks, and end up buying $15,000 worth of stuff. You can't judge people based off what they look like. So anyways, it was close to time or whatever. The lady came through. She was in fragrances. She was looking for fragrances or whatever. And I get a beep beep in my little pager from Sephora. Well, it goes to everyone, but I could hear it because, well, she was talking directly to me because I was in not cosmetics. I was in fragrances. So she's like, Paris, you see the lady who just came in? Try to bother her so that she leaves. And I was like, I ain't never heard nobody page no shit like that before in my life. Like, I've never in my life heard somebody say, bother this customer until they leave. Like, does Sephora want money? Do y'all want a check? Like, I need my paycheck. Do y'all want your paycheck? Like, why would you want this customer to leave? I don't understand. So me being me, I came back on the mic and I said, why? That's exactly what I said and how I said it. And she said, well, look what she's dressed like. I don't think she could buy anything. Let's just get her out so we can close the store faster. I was like, oh, say the word. Y'all just judging, huh? Y'all just straight up judging in a store of beauty? Y'all just judging in a store of beauty. Okay. Listen, I didn't bother the girl. I didn't bother her not one bit. She bought 2 perfumes that day. She was talking to me because I was in fragrances, so she was talking to me and she was telling me she's in a rush to go to a birthday dinner or something like that. She needs to buy a gift for these 2 twins because it's their birthday. She bought 2 perfumes for each twin, and you were trying to rush her out. Like, she probably made our budget that day. Like, that's why you shouldn't judge nobody based off what they look like. Like, what is you doing? What? Number 9. This is a quick one. I'm almost done, y'all. I know this is a long video. I'm almost done. One more after this and we done, okay? Number 9. So as you guys know, I worked in fragrances at Sephora for a little bit as well. So when I was in fragrances one time, there was a lady there. And she was like testing out like a bunch of perfume. She was spraying it all over her body. You know, it was a little stanky, a little bit strong. But hey, to each his own. If you want to come up in Sephora and spray every single perfume on your body, can't nobody tell you no. Okay? They're testers for a reason. You can use up an entire tester on your body and can't nobody say nothing. Okay? So anyways, this lady was spraying like probably 9 different perfumes on her. And then when she got to like the 10th one, the perfume bottle dropped and it broke on the floor. Okay? It just broke on the floor. It did, and it was a glass bottle, but the glass didn't break. It was like, I have to get a perfume to show y'all. It was like this part here dented a bit. Like it wasn't broken. Like you could still spray it, but it was dented. It broke. So anyways, she comes to me and she's like, oh, I dropped this perfume bottle. I'm so sorry. She gives it to me. I take the perfume bottle and I'm putting it in the drawer where all the testers are, and I was going to put a new one on top. So when you're in fragrances, you have to ask the DIC if you can open a new box to make a tester. So I went to DIC. I was like, hey, a customer just broke a perfume. I need to make a new tester. Am I able to make a new tester of the Givenchy Haute Couture perfume? Like, just for instance, okay? And the manager there, it wasn't the manager who's trying to sue me, and it's not the manager that I was talking about before, but it's just a regular manager. She was like, I'm coming out. So normally they don't say I'm coming out. They'll be like yes, or they'll be like no. So she came out and she was like, what? Like acting, she was doing the most. Like, it's not that serious. The perfume bottle could still spray. But the only reason why I was getting another tester is because it was almost done and it's damaged. And I'm a perfectionist. Even with my work, I like to see everything look nice and new and clean. So that little dent there just bothered me. I'm just that type of person with the like dents and scratches. It bothers me a lot. So that's why I asked to make a new tester. She came out and she was doing the most. She was like, oh my gosh, what happened? If you work at Sephora, you know all the bitches talk like that. Oh my goodness, what happened here? Like, can y'all just talk normally? Can y'all? Like, anyways. And I was like, looking at her like, ain't that serious in my head? And then I was like, well, she just dropped it and it dented a bit. It's almost done, so I want to make a new tester. She's like, excuse me, ma'am, did you happen to break this perfume here? The lady's like, yes, I'm so sorry about that. She was like, unfortunately, here at Sephora, you break it, you buy it. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to buy this tester. It's $89.95, so you're gonna have to pick that up, and you can take the tester home with you, that's fine, but we cannot have you just walk out without paying for it. And in my head, I'm like, what the hell is you talking about? Last week, there was a girl who broke a perfume, like the actual glass broke, and she didn't pay for nothing. So what is the problem here? I'm wondering, like, do you have some kind of internal beef with this lady? Like, but what's going on? Don't you could break a tester at Sephora, you ain't gonna buy it. You could break anything at Sephora, they're not gonna tell you to buy it. That is not a part of no company policy. So I'm thinking this is like her ex-husband's current wife or something, because I'm like, why would you like, what is the problem? Like, why are you lying? What was you lying for? And I'm just standing there like, for real? Anyway, the customer complied and bought the tester. The almost done tester for $89, y'all. Is you listening? So anyways, when the customer leaves now, I go up to her because I'm curious. I'm like, last week someone broke a glass perfume bottle and they didn't have to pay for it. Like, what's the difference? What's the actual policy on broken testers? She's like, no policy at all, but I was watching her through the security system and she's spraying like 10 different perfumes on her, so she deserves to just buy one. Like, you're wasting our time here. And I'm like, say word, I thought I was the one in fragrances. She wasn't bothering me. She didn't bother a damn hair on my head. Like, say word that really bothered you that she was testing out testers. I thought that's what testers was for. I thought testers were for testing. Which, like, huh? Okay. Well, damn. Like, all these people are just so ignorant and, like, selfish. I want to say the word is selfish. Like, anyways, I'm not about to go in on them, but Lord knows, Lord is watching you, and when you do bad, He taking notes. That's all I gotta say. For all you know, that was the last $89 in her bank account, and you just made her buy a almost done bottle of perfume because she dented the top gold part where you spray and the spray stuff. Like, what is you doing? Like, and I'm the one feeling bad at the end of the day because I put it on the mic like, hey, a customer broke it and I want to make a new tester, can I? And she comes out like, you're just watching us on the camera, just waiting for something to happen so you could approach her. Like, I'm here feeling bad, like I should have never said nothing. I should have just let it go and put it back on the shelf. Like, anyways, I'm done. Number 10, the last one, I promise. So this last one is with my Sephora manager again. I'm gonna keep it short for y'all. The one who's trying to sue me. What's up? I know you watching. How you doing? You like the glow up? So anyways, I remember, listen, all I ate at Sephora was Taco Bell. That's why my booty got big, because I was eating that taco. My booty just pop out of nowhere because I just ate Taco Bell every day for lunch. Fried Supreme and a soft taco, okay? So, first of all, let me just tell y'all, I was hungry. I didn't eat nothing since the morning, okay? This was my first lunch. Well, you only get one lunch break. This is my lunch break. I didn't even take a 15 before, so this is my first break of the day, okay? Hungry as hell. Hungry as shit, okay? I got my Taco Bell, waited in line at Taco Bell for like 20 minutes because this was on like a Friday or something when the mall is popping and everybody hungry. So I'm waiting in line or whatever. And first of all, the Taco Bell person gave me just fries with cheese on top, and I was like, excuse me, I need a fried Supreme. I've been waiting. Like, you give me the wrong order and shit. Like, hello. So I had to complain, and I don't like complaining. And I was just in a bad mood, hungry and ready to eat. Anyways, go downstairs to Sephora, put my Taco Bell on the lunch table, and then somebody came in and they were like, Paris, one of your friends are here. So I go out, I left my food on the table, and I go out to see my friend. This bitch didn't even want nothing from me. She just wanted to see me. Like, she ain't even my friend. I don't know what the fuck she coming to check up on me for. So I go out there. I'm like, yeah, what do you need? She's like, oh, I just wanted to see you. What's up? I'm like, okay, bye. Like, what are you doing here? Anyways. I promise y'all, I'm not even rude. I promise I'm not even rude. But if you knew the background story of why I act this way to certain people, you'll understand my frustration of why are you coming here to check up on me if we don't talk at all. Like, you just heard I got a job at Sephora and now you popping up asking for me. Like, don't do that. Don't. Anyways, so after she was like, hey, what's up? I just wanted to see you. I was like, yeah, well, I'm about to have my lunch, so I'll talk to you later, whatever. I go to the back and... where my lunch? Where it at? I'm confused. My lunch gone. And my seat that I was supposed to be sitting in, where I put my lunch in front of, is taken by the manager who's trying to sue me. So I'm like, did any of you guys know where my lunch is? My manager goes, oh my goodness, the Taco Bell? I'm like, yes, the Taco Bell. I threw it in the garbage. I thought it was garbage, hun. I was like, garbage? What? But it's full. You could smell the beef and the tomatoes and the cheese. You could smell that it's fresh. Like, what are you talking about? Huh? You didn't look inside before you threw it in the garbage, ma'am? I'm confused. She was like, well, you know, Paris, you shouldn't keep any of your food unattended because it is a call for all castmates to throw it away. So next time that you do get food, make sure that you keep it with you at all times. So, bitch, shut up. You gonna pay for my food or not? I'm hungry and I use my working money to get that meal. So pay up, please. And I'm like, okay, well, that I don't have no more money and that was my lunch, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm really hungry. She's like, okay, well, you know, we can get you something to eat. We have some chips in the... I don't want no damn chips, bitch. Give me my money. What? Hello? Chips? What I look like? I need a meal, okay? Shit echoing and shit because I'm yelling and shit. You hear that? Damn. So I was like... stank breath, I'd really appreciate it if you gave me the money for my lunch because I don't have any more money and I need to eat and I'm very hungry. Like, I'm starving right now. And if you can't pay me back for my lunch, then I'm gonna have to leave and go home and eat. That was the only time I think I ever stood up for myself at Sephora. You don't play my food. My food is something you do not play with. No, no, honey, I do not accept that. No. You can play with my feet, you can play with my hands, you can play with my damn heart. You won't play my food though. You don't. So anyways, stank breath was like, okay, hun, how much was it? I just bumped it up. I said, well, there was a fried supreme in there. There was a taco nacho. I don't know what that is, but I said that. I said there's a taco nacho. I said there was 4 soft tacos and it came up to around $23.90. So I just made up like a random last digit numbers. And she was like, I don't have that amount of money now, but I'll give you enough money for a fried supreme and a taco, I think she said. And I'm like, okay, so when are you going to be able to give me the rest? Because, like, you know, it's my money. She's like, tomorrow afternoon when I come in, I'll give you the rest, okay, hun? And again, I apologize for throwing... I'm like, bitch, how about you just look inside the bag before you throw it out, first of all? And all you little fake bitches who watch to throw it out, when you see me walk in and put the food there and you watch to throw it out, fuck all of y'all. I'm like, none of you bitches, like, what are you talking about? Don't play my food. Like, that's the last thing you play with. That's the last thing you play with. I'm not with it, like, for real. Anyways, guys, that is my top 10 shadiest moments working at Sephora. Leave a comment down below. Let me know the top 5 shadiest moments at your current workplace or one of your ex-workplaces. If you worked at Sephora, I would love to get some tea. Dip, like, for real, leave in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your stories. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. All that jazz in the description box down below for your convenience. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And remember, me and Cameron are going to be doing a story time on how we met over on our couples channel, Paris and Cam. I'm going to link that in the description box as well for you guys. Go over there, subscribe. It's going to be amazing. And Cameron is finally going to speak on camera. He never talks. Like... hello. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Don't gotta tell you twice. And I'll see you on the flip side. Bye, guys. Mwah! I hate Sephora.